Basic one-point perspective starts with the horizon line, which stands for your eye level. And normally I start with that toward the center of the page. And then the vanishing point is the point where all the lines seem to converge in a distance. And I usually put that right in the middle. Actually, it can be put anywhere on the horizon line, but that works the best for starting out. So the first structure I'll make is one that's right at eye level, which means the horizon line goes right through the middle of it. And the most basic structure I can make is just a square or a rectangle. So the first thing I do is I line my ruler up between one of the corners and the vanishing point, and I draw a line from one to the other using the ruler. And then I go to the next corner and I draw a line from there to the vanishing point too. Now I can establish how long I want the structure to be by establishing the back corner, and that has to be parallel with the front corner, so it has to be vertical as well. So here we have an eye level view where you can see the front and the side. Now off camera I've gone and drawn a square above eye level and below eye level because I'm assuming you know how to do that. And now for the above eye level, I draw a line from the vanishing point to the top corner. And I'll get to a certain point and then I'm just going to draw dotted lines because when you're doing a real perspective drawing, you don't want all of the lines that go back to the vanishing point to be seen all the way back because it would just be a mess. So from each one of the corners, I draw a line from that corner to the vanishing point like that. Now I want to establish how far back it's going to go and draw a line to establish where the back corner is, and it has to be vertical. And then the back of the bottom, I have to establish that, and that's got to be horizontal, just like the bottom of the front is. And that's above eye level. So for the one below eye level, now I have to line up the corners with a vanishing point and draw a line from the corner to the vanishing point, and beyond a certain point I'll just make it dotted lines because as I said before, when doing a real perspective drawing, you're not going to want to keep the whole line necessarily because you might want your structure to be shorter. Okay. Now I'm going to establish the back corner by making it parallel with the front corner and drawing a vertical line, and then establish the back by making it parallel with the front and draw a horizontal line, and that's below eye level because you can see the top and the bottom and the sides. Perspective is most often used to draw buildings, and buildings have windows and doors, and so you'll want to know how to do that. Now with parallel perspective, everything, all the windows and doors in the front facing you will have sides and top and bottom that are parallel to the sides and top and bottom of the front. So that's easy, okay? What's a little bit harder is the ones that are in the sides that converge back to the vanishing point. So to start with, I'm making a vertical line to establish the edge of the window that's closest to that corner. And then I'm going to draw a line back from the top and the bottom of that line all the way back to the vanishing point. They converge at the vanishing point. And then finish it off with a vertical line. And so you have a window that fits right into that converging side. So now we'll do it on this side too. So I start out with a vertical line to establish the front edge of the opening, and then draw a line from the top of that back to the vanishing point, and then finish it off with another vertical line, like that. Okay, now we can get a little bit more complicated. We can add either a trapdoor or a skylight, and it's really not that hard. So I start out with the front edge of the skylight, and it has to be parallel to the front edge of that square. And then I line up each end of that line with a vanishing point to establish the width of it. And then I finish it off with a horizontal line, and there's a skylight. I can also make the door look more three-dimensional. I can line up the corner with a vanishing point, but of course I'm not going to draw all the way through. And then I, from there, draw a vertical line. See how it makes it look like an actual doorway. And then if you want to see inside and see the corner where the floor and the wall meet, I would line up my ruler with that corner, but I won't draw all the way through it. I'll just draw there. Okay? And doesn't that look a lot more three-dimensional? You can just walk right in. I can do the same thing with this door. Now with this one, I would just make a horizontal line and then a vertical line. And that gives that door a more three-dimensional feeling too. Mainly it's just a matter of figuring out how to do all these different things. The more you practice, the more you figure out how to do it. See a little line here, I'll make it look like it just goes right down in like it's some kind of a chute, like an elevator shaft even. So those are a few basic things you can play with.